Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for my YouTube channel, Enjoy Learning Computer Science. In this video, we are going to learn about the various network security concepts. So as you all know, networks are used for sharing data, sharing resources, then sending messages, etc., right? But when more and more networks are used for this purpose, data security becomes less, either in terms of hacking or in terms of virus or other cyber attacks. Okay, so to prevent the network from these unethical practices or these unwanted and malicious practices, various strategies, various choices are available to secure your network. So we are going to discuss about all the network security methods. Viruses. Viruses are small programs. Programs means set of instructions, okay? And these instructions are written specifically to interrupt or to damage the data files on a system. Okay, and these programs can spread from one computer to another computer, and it will interrupt the normal functioning of the computer, right? And virus can attack any part of your computer software like operating system, boot sector, data files, application programs, etc. Okay, and this can be mostly spread with email attachments. And these viruses are broadly classified into three types: file infector viruses, boot sector viruses, and macro viruses. Okay, so file infector viruses means that viruses that attach themselves to a program file, right? And boot sector viruses that install themselves in boot sectors of hard drive. And macro viruses, they just infect data files and corrupt the data. So there are three types of viruses: file infector viruses, boot sector viruses, and macro viruses. File infector viruses attach themselves to a program file. Boot sector viruses that installs themselves in boot sectors of hard drive, and macro viruses infect data files and corrupt the data. Characteristics of viruses. When the computer is affected by virus, the speed of the computer will become slower than normal. Okay, and computer system frequently hangs up. It gets automatically restarted after every few minutes. Then applications of computer do not function properly. Dialog boxes, menus, and other error message windows are distorted. Okay, these are the characteristics of viruses. Damages caused by viruses. Okay, so viruses can corrupt the file allocation table. So when the file allocation table is corrupted, it corrupts the entire file system. Okay, and it replicates the files. So a many copy of the same file will be there. Hence, it decreases the hard disk space. That is one damage. And next one is it can destroy system programs and files. And also it can cause destruction of specific executable files. It can alter the data files. So when it alters the data files and executable files, reinstallation of the system will be required. And it can format specific tracks on the disk, or it can even format the entire disk. Okay, these are the damages caused by the virus. Now let's see how to prevent from viruses. You have to use antivirus software to permanently remove virus. Okay, and when you use antivirus software, frequent update your computer system is also required. And always scan pen drives and other secondary storage media to detect viruses and safeguard your system. So a virus is a malicious program that damages the data and files of a system and it can corrupt also your allocation table. So to prevent, use antivirus software to remove viruses, and frequent update of your computer system is required. Worms. A worm is a self-replicating program, and this worm runs independently and it can travel across the network, okay, without the human intervention, without the human help, right? So the characteristics of viruses and worms are more or less same, but worm causes more damage. A worm is a computer program which can self-replicate and propagate over the network with or without human intervention, and it has malicious content. Now the various types of worm are email worms, instant messaging worms, internet worms, and file sharing network worms. Okay, so email worms spread across through any email. Okay, instant messaging worms, it will spread by sending instant messages, and file sharing, when you share files, the worms are also downloaded along with the files. Okay, characteristics of worms. Worms replicates itself, and unlike virus, worm does not require host. It is self-contained, and worms can spread across networks through email, instant messaging, or junk mails, and worms can run independently. Damage caused by worms. A worm can corrupt the files on the host computer. It may affect communication between the host and the other computer systems, and it may disable the antivirus software on the host, so hence it will enable more damages. Okay, when the antivirus is disabled, the computer will get affected, right? And bulk email chaining can be created with an intention to guess email passwords, and a worm consumes too much system memory, causing web servers, network servers, and individual computers to stop responding. Trojan Horse. Trojan Horse is also a kind of virus. It looks safe, but it has some hidden effects. Trojan Horse is a hidden code. Okay, it is a hidden code in a program. Program means it can be a game, it can be an application, it can be a spreadsheet, anything that will damage the system while you run these applications. Okay, so it will destroy or it can alter the information in a computer system. Trojans are executable programs, which means when a user runs any application or the user plays a game, they work behind that application and it can damage the system completely. There are several types of Trojan horse: remote access Trojan horse, data sending Trojans, destructive Trojans, proxy Trojans, FTP Trojans, denial of service attack Trojans. Characteristics of Trojans. It can damage the system by the hidden code. So when the program is executed, it can damage the system completely, or it can alter some part of the information. So that is one characteristic. Then the next one is it is destructive. Okay, Trojans cannot replicate themselves, but they are destructive, and these Trojan horse or executable programs, because the codes will be written along with some application. When the particular program is executed, this also will get executed, and it is a hidden code. Spams. Spam is an unwanted bulk mail, and this bulk mail is sent by an unauthorized or unidentified person. So what is the necessary of spending spam? In order to eat up the disk space, the entire disk space. Okay, so it floods the internet with many copies of the same message, and the users will be receiving the message so that it will eat up the entire disk space. Okay, so it is in the form of pampering the user with various discount schemes, then commercial advertising, often for dubious products, get rich quicker schemes, etc., etc. There are so many forms of spam. These spams can be avoided by using email filtering, spam traps, etc. Okay, so spam refers to electronic junk mail that eats up the entire hard disk space. Cookies. Cookie is nothing but a piece of data, and this data will be stored by the website on the user's hard disk. Okay, so when the user browses the website, the cookie identifies the person, that is identifies the users, and it will prepare web pages for them, which are then sent to the web server for later use. Okay, so cookies are nothing but the messages which are stored by the website on a user's computer or on a user's hard disk. So whenever they visit any website, it will get stored. This piece of information will get stored. Okay, so cookie is also known as HTTP cookie, web cookie, internet cookie, or browser cookie. Okay, so cookies are the messages. It is a piece of information which is stored by the website on the user's hard disk for later use. Firewall. Firewall is a software, and this firewall protects the private network from unauthorized user access. So the firewall filters the information which is coming from the internet to the network or to a computer to protect the system. So this firewall exists in both hardware application as well as software solution. So in the form of hardware firewall, a router, it protects the network, and in terms of software firewall, it protects from preventing the spread of virus from one computer to another computer. Okay, so firewall is a network security system, either hardware or software based, which controls the incoming and outgoing network traffic based on set of rules. And you can use various methods for filtering the information. Okay, the various methods are packet filtering, proxy service, IP address blocking, protocol blocking, application gateway, circuit level gateway, and port blocking. Firewall protects the user from remote login by others who are not authorized to gain access to the system. Then it protects application backdoors. It protects SMTP session hijacking. It protects from email bombing. It protects from viruses and macros, and also it protects from spam or junk mails. So firewall is a system that is designed to protect the network from illegal use by an unauthorized person. Thanks for watching my video. To watch my previous videos, watch my YouTube channel. To get notified for my new videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy learning computer science. Thank you. We'll meet in the next video. Bye-bye.